Hi, so let's look at today's level 10 Killer Sudoku on dailykillersudoku.com for July 3rd, 2021. So, fill in the obvious things first. 8, 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. 1, 2, 4, 5 here. Oh, and then we have this combination here. So, 2, 4, 8. So this is a 2. Once again, I'm using clock math to do that calculation. So we'll do it over here as well. So we do 9, 8, 6. So this is a 4. So if you don't know what clock math is, I have a video on that from a few days back. So 7 square be 1, 6, or 2, 5. This can be a 4, so and then this combo here, 21 and 34. So this is a 10. So this adds to be 10. So this could be 5, 6, or 9. And here we have 5, 6, 8, 9. Here we have a 7 combo and our 10. I don't see anything immediately for that. Can this square be a 4? So the only way to make 4 is with 1, 5. So this would be a 1, this would be a 5, and this would be a 4. So 1, 4 makes this a 5, makes this a 1, makes this a 5. This would have to be 3, 7. I don't see anything there. Let's look at this combo. So this is sum of 168. So that means that if this was a 1, that this would be 13, but it can't be a 1. So if this is a 2, this is a 14. And if it's a 3, it's a 15. It can't be a 4, which would be 16, and 5 would be 17. But we can't have a 17 because the 8, 9's blocked. So this can only be a 2 or a 3. And the one thing we talked about was that this would be forced to be a 4, and this would have to be a 5. So this can't be a 4. So I'll turn off my combos again. And actually there's another of the same combo on the other side. So here we have a total of 177. So this one's a little bit more interesting too, because if this is a 1, then this becomes 4, which would be 3, 1 combo. But it can't be a 4 because this would be a total of 18 by 2 squares. And we can't have that. 17 is the max. So this can't be a 1. So that leaves us with the possibility of a 3, the possibility of a 5, a 6, or a 7. So now the 10 square is limited to have a 1 here, or 2, 3, 5, because it's either going to be 1, 2, 7, 1, 3, 6, or 2, 3, 5, and we don't know exactly how that'll play out here. Oh, and then once again, our combinations here with the 2, 3 means that this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because once again it could be 2 would make 14 and 3 would make 15. So, but the 8, 9 is blocked here, so this can never be an 8 or 9. Which means, is this always an 8 or 9? Yes, so this is always an 8 or a 9, because no matter which way we make it, I guess it could be a 7 too. No, because we need an 8 here. So so it's either 5, 9, 6, 8, 6, 9, or 7, 8. So, and now this is either 8 or 9. So let's look at the possibilities of the 4s now. So I guess the question becomes, can this be a 4? So if this is a 4, this is a 3, and then this is a 1, 2, 6. So that becomes a 1, 4 here, and this becomes a 5. This would have to be a 2. This would have to be a 5. And I'm just not quite seeing that yet. So I guess, you know, the 4s can be in one of these 3 squares here. And then if this is a 4, then this is 7, 8, 9. So we know that. This is actually a 2, 3 pair here. So this can't be a 2 or a 3. And then also, so the 28 square is either a 4, 7, 8, 9 or a 5, 6, 8, 9. So I don't want to really fill in the 5, 6 part yet, just because it gets a little ugly here. I guess we could look at, if this is an 8, how does that play out? If it's a 9, how does it play out? So if this is an 8, meaning that this would be a 2, which makes this a 3, 6. To make 8, though we can't use 1, 7, 2 and 6 would be impossible because this 2 forces the 2 here and the 6 would be breaking. So that means this would have to be a 3, 5, and it would have to go 3 and then 5 this way, and then that forces this to be a 6 and an 8. If we have a 9, then this would be 3, this would be 2, 7. So to make 9, it can't be 1, 8, it can't be 2, 7 because that's here. Can't be 4, 5 because of that 4 blocks. So this would have to be 3, 6. The 3 would force a 6 here. So this is always a 3. So that's interesting. So this is either a 5 or a 6. And if this is a 3 and this is a 3, then once again we have 15 below. And this is a 6, this would have to be 7, 8. And if it's a 5, meaning that this is a 2, then we have 6, 8. So this is actually always an 8 as well. And this is never a 7. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, so this would be 7, 8 because this would be 3, 6. So this is either 6 or 7, sorry. It's never a 5 because the 5 would force a 9. So this is always a 6 or a 7. This is always an 8. So we already know that this can't be 3, 7. So that 7 here doesn't really help us very much because the 9 square can't, would be broken by a 3, 7 combo here. But that also tells us that this cannot be a 4 because this would have to be a 3. So this can't be a 4. So our 4 is in one of these two squares. So that also means this can't be 4, 6, which means this is 1, 2, 8, 9. And now, can this square be a 6, I guess, is one of our questions. So let's say this is a 6, right? Forces a 6 over here. That also forces our 2, 7, which forces this to be a 3. This is a 6. And now our 6 has to be up here. We cannot have 1, 6. So this is once going to be 2, 3, 5 or 1, 2, 7. This forces a 2, 5 combo here. Oh, but this actually breaks because now if this is forced to be 2, 7, this has to be a 3, which makes this a 2, 5, but then the 2, 5, 6 is here. So this can never be a 6, which means that our 6 has to be in the 2, 9 square. So this is 3, 7. This is now 2, which makes this 6 and this 5. So this is now 7, 8, 9. So our 6 is now forced somewhere in here. This can't be a 5, so this can't be a 2. So this is a 1, 5 here. And this is 2, 6. I didn't even look at this yet. So here we have 23, 31, or is that 41? 23, 41, 60. So, so this is a 15. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't be an 8. Which means this can't be a 7. And it can't be a 9 because this would have to be a 1 and it can't be a 1. So this is 6, 8. And this is 7, 9. So 6, 8 makes this 4 or 2. And we also have a 6, 8 pair here. So now this can't be a 1, 3, or 6, 8. So this is a 2, 7, or 4, 5. So the other thing this 2, 5 does is, so this is either going to be a 3, 4 this way, or it's a 1, 6 this way. So can this be a 1? If this is 1, this is 6. here. It's kind of forcing 8, 2. This would have to be a 2, this would have to be a 5. So the other thing is, okay, so if this is a 6, and this is a 1, this has to be a 3, 5. Right? So this would be 4, 7, 8, 9, just like this. Force this just to be a 2, 7. Trying to see if that's anything. 1, 6, 8, 2, 7. This has to be a 2. This has to be a 5. Which means this cannot be a 1, but we already knew that. So this is a 4, 5, or 2, 1. So because this is a 7 and this is a 2, we have a 6 and a 4 here. This would have to be a 4. No, I'm sorry. A 6 and a 9. Sorry, 6 and 9 are forced here. So the question is 1, 6. So this would have to be a 6. This would have to be a 9. Now this would have to be a 10. So this would be 3, 7. Let's look at some possible combos for this 15 square. So if this is 5 and 5, so if this is 5 and this is 5, then we would have to have a 5 in here, which forces this to be a 1, 6 combo. Because anytime, oh no, no, 5 in here means that this is 6, which means that this is a 1, 7. Because there's a 5 forced here, or, yeah, 5, 5, 5. But it actually has to be here, and this would have to be a 6. Because this has to be 8, 9, and this has to be 7. But if this is 5, then this is a 10. And it can't be, it would have to be 3, 7. Forcing a 7 here. But that's going to break us. Because we just said that this has to be the 5, 6, 8, 9, which makes this 3, 4, which makes this 1, 7. And now the 7 can't go here. So this can't be a 5, which means this can't be a 1, which means this can't be a 5. So slightly ugly, but you can look at that yourself if you want. So now we have a 6, 9 pair here. 6, 8, but 6, 9 has to be here, so there's never a 6 in this row. Now if this is a 9, then we would have to be either 2, 4 or 1, 5. If it's 1, oh, but if this is 9, this has to be 1, this has to be 5. So this would have to be 2, 4 if this is a 9. And if it's a 6, then we have a 9. That would make this 4, 2, meaning that this is a 6. So this can't be 2, 7. It can't be 1, 8. It can't be 3, 6 because of this 6. So this would have to be 4, 5. So now, that also tells us that this is always a 4 in this row or column here. So now our 4 has to be in one of these two squares. And because this is a 2, 4, 5 triple, this has to be 1, 3, 6, 7. Another interesting thing is because this is 3, 6, if this was 1, 7, then this would be 3, 6, and we would break. So there has to be a 3 in this row. So this is 1, 6, 7. No 3s possible here. Oh, and then oh, right, 2. This can't be 2, 3, 5 anymore. So this is always a 1, right? Because if this can't be 2, 3, 5, I should have looked at that earlier. That's pretty bad. That's one of the things we talked about, is that this had to be 2, 3, 5. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This could still be 3, 5, 3, 5. Sorry. Yeah, drugs are bad. But here, let's see what this cell is. So if this is a 1 and this is a 5, this has to be 2, 4, which means this has to be a 4. If this is a 4 and this is a 2, this has to be 4, 5. So this has to be a 5. So now the only possibilities here are 1, 4, 5. So if this is a 1, oh, yeah. So if this is a 1, then this has to be 3, 5. But now both of these squares would be a 4. So this can't be a 1, and this can't be a 6. So let's look at this 16 square and the impact here. So we have 2, 6, 7, 9 in our possibilities of any of these squares here. So this can never be a 2. If this was a 2, this would be a 14, and the 8, 9 are both used, so this can never be a 2. If this is a 6, we actually looked at this earlier. If this is a 6, this is a 10, which means that this has to be 3, 7, because it can't be 1, 8, 2, 9. I'm sorry, 1, 9, 2, 8, or 4, 6. So 3, 7 is forced. If this is a 7, and then we have a 9, can't be 1, 8, can't be 4, 5, can't be 3, 6. So that means it would have to be 2, 7. Oh, but the 7's already here, so this is never a 7. If this is a 9, then this is 7. But it can't be 3, 4, it can't be 1, 6. 2, 5 is not possible because we'd break the 6 square. So this actually has to be a 6. So that makes things kind of interesting here. So now we have 7, 9, which forces this to be a 2, 8. Oh, and the other thing that forces is, oh, this is a 3. I was going to say that because there's a blank square here, this could never be 4. But we don't have to do that. So 3, 5 is gone. This is now 7, 4, 5, 5, 2. So this is 4, 5, which means this is 6. This can't be a 6, 8. I'm sorry. Can't be a 6, 8. So this is 5 or 9, which makes this 4, 5. This is 8, so now we have a 10 remaining. Oh, this has to be a 5. This is a 1, which means this is 9, which makes this square our 1. And then we have our 5, 6 here. Sorry if I'm not seeing something. I mean, 4, 5, 2, 7, 3, 6, 1, 8, 8, 6, 2, 4. This has to be a 9, 7, because this was 15 if you remember from earlier. This is going to be a 5/8 because the 4 and the 7 are both used. So this is also 9. So it can't be 4/5, can't be 1/8. It can't be 3/6 because that would break here. So this is 2/7. 8/9 this way. This is a 2 or 3 up here. This is our 3 down here. This is our 9, 5. So now we have 3, 9, 8. So this has to be 9, 3, 8, 3, 8. So here we have 12, 20. So this is 2. Oh, we could figure that out anyway. So we have a 7 over here, a 4 over here as well. So this is now for 7 like this, 7, 1. So this is 6, 7. This is a 1. This is a, what, 8? Right, the 8 was used here, so this has to be a 5. What do we have here? 4. And then 9, 3 remaining. This looks like 1, 9. And this looks like 3, 6, like this. Here we have 1, 9 again. Yeah, so looks like this is pretty much wrapped up, obviously. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy these videos. Thanks.